Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Adam Green here with knowmorenews.org. Today is Monday, October 26, 2020. Thank you for joining me. We are streaming live on DLive, and this will be posted to BitChute, No More News BitChute, when we are done. If you haven't already, make sure I am banned on YouTube. Both channels banned last week if you weren't aware. So go on over to DLive and BitChute. You can find the links for both of those on knowmorenews.org. Also do the newsletter email list so I can put out a weekly newsletter with the latest videos that you may have missed. We are under attack, still under attack. They smell blood in the water. I've made some people very angry, exposing their Zionist agenda. As I covered in my last video that's up on BitChute, that the censorship is intensifying. No More News finally had a good run, but it's over. Well, I did appeal. We will see what the appeal says. But I covered this in the last video last week. 135,000 subs, 16 million views, 6 years of my life, thousands of hours, all terminated down the memory hole. Authoritarian tyrants at Google. They got a complaint. So we've received a complaint regarding your YouTube account, No More News. And we've determined that your activity violates terms of service. Doesn't even tell me which ones. As a result, we've terminated your account. And that was the same one that I got for both. Now, let's see. This is what I thought caused it. Stop Anti-Semitism.org said, and these are the people that are still after me now, coming after the website and trying to get me banned from Twitter. We're going to talk about that and then get into some news and play some clips. But this is what they did right before both of my channels were banned. They posted on Twitter, Adam Green, a more freshman Jew hater, had his anti-Semitic conspiracy theorist YouTube channel, No More News, shut down late last week. Some of his previous guests have also been attacked and slandered by this group. This organization that their sole purpose is to smear people and to shut down any criticism of Israel, Judaism, Jews, anything. Any criticism to them is considered hate. There's no legitimate criticism. It's all they try to portray it as all irrational, made up tropes, conspiracy theories. And now my whole channel's gone, so nobody can go and see it on YouTube and see all the truth, all the clips, all the primary source documents, reading straight from their Torah, their Talmud, their Zohar, explaining Kabbalah and their Jacob and Esau and all their supremacy, all the clips of the rabbis, reading from Chabad.org and Jewish press like Times of Israel and Haaretz. They can't allow that to happen. They will ruthlessly, mercilessly crush Amalek, who is any opposition to their Zionist agenda. And then they were going after No More News 2. They got both of them banned. No More News 2 had no strikes. So all it takes to get you banned from the monopoly, the public forum, is a complaint from this little account, stopantisemitism.org. And now, they're giving me an award. My first award for No More News. They said, this is the second tweet. They said, he looks like this is so funny. And they actually got a pretty decent photo compared to the photo they used on the website. But they gave me an award. They're giving me some publicity here. And they're trying to silence my voice, silence their political, ideological opposition, because they are authoritarian tyrants. They said, he looks like a nice surfer guy, right? Wrong. Number one, I am a nice guy. I am against Jewish supremacists that want to rule the world and think Gentiles are to be their slaves. And there's many of them. This is the orthodox. This is the orthodoxy. This is what the beliefs are. Adam Green, a horrific Jew-hating bigot, spews the same racist rhetoric as the Pittsburgh Tree of Life shooter. So, some bad person that did something crazy criticized Jews, so no one else is allowed to. He was finally booted from YouTube. Funny, it sounds like all the trolls and the haters that were always attacking me for being on YouTube wanted me to be banned. He was finally booted from YouTube. They just love censorship. Some Jews like to come on and have a discussion and debate these issues, and some just like to silence anybody and smear them and attack them and deplatform them because they can't debate. Because truth is on my side. It says he was finally booted from YouTube. Now we need his website gone from Squarespace. Now they're coming after my website. These people are sick and evil. I'm not allowed to have a website and a YouTube channel where I criticize Judaism, where I criticize the Zionist agenda, where I criticize the state of Israel. Is that really the level that we're at now? It's blasphemy to criticize the chosen ones, the most supremacist, hateful tribe on earth. I mean, this is a badge of honor. This isn't the first time that I've been attacked. Canary Mission, funded by Zionist billionaires. Now, this group, email abuse@Squarespace and tell the hosting platform to remove knowmorenews.org, trying to get my website banned. These people are sick and evil. A photo of me saying Jew hater, so slanderous. I do not hate Jews. I do not hate people by how they are born. I hate a mentality, a Jewish supremacist mentality. I hate people that want to censor me for reasonably and honestly, with integrity, exposing their insane megalomaniacal agenda. So they're trying to get my website down too, and they wrote up an article and where they just linked basically everything from Canary Mission. And what else? Oh, and they're trying to get my Twitter too. Here's the other one. Green's website to report Squarespace. When they were going after my No More News 2, they said requesting removal. Requesting removal. Shut it down. Why does everybody hate us? Let's stop anti-Semitism by censoring anyone that criticizes us. Let's shut down and ban anyone that says that they control the internet and they control free speech and that they hate free speech and they hate Americans and they hate Gentiles. Anyway, they're going after my website, my Twitter. This is who's behind it. Connecticut woman launches a watchdog group that takes aim at anti-Semites. Jewish chick is her handle. Where fashion and Judaism collide. The ardently Zionist, proudly Jewish, is using her growing online presence to fight anti-Semitism. Started a nonprofit. It's a nonprofit, tax-free, to censor Americans' free speech who want to criticize a foreign country. She's a Trump supporter too. This is like a right-leaning website. Okay, here, what else are we going to show you? Connecticut woman heads up new watchdog group that aims to battle violence and hatred nationwide. Yeah, censoring everybody that criticizes you, even reasonable, good people. You think that's going to decrease anti-Semitism? Are they that stupid? Here she is up at the wall holding up her flag, just like an ultra-Zionist, chauvinistic supremacist. I can't criticize our most Zionist president, Trump. I can't criticize a religion. Like, what is it? This is what they want, is blasphemy laws. This is how it is in Muslim countries and how it was throughout history for Christianity, where you will be punished if you want to criticize their religious beliefs. Established at the beginning of this year, the mission of Stop Anti-Semitism has been to counteract anti-Israel bias. So just anybody that doesn't want to go along with their Zionist agenda Anybody that opposes them on any issue. I mean, I'm not allowed to criticize Netanyahu, just any criticism at all. Anti-Semitism. Hate. Hate is the word. Hate. I hate censorship. I hate people that are lie and evil and think that they're better than Gentiles and that they can control free speech. I hate that. But I do not hate people by the way they're born, by the content of their character. And I'm attacked for that. That's what's so funny is I'm attacked by all these Jewish groups. I'm banned from PayPal, Facebook, YouTube now, still attacked. And then you go online and look at the other side and there's just video after video that I'm a secret Jew and that I'm a Zionist. I work for the Zionist and a million other stupid conspiracies. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. So stupid. Such a headache. Here she is. Leora Rez, Executive Director, Stop Anti-Semitism. This is her back in August at an event with Eli Cohenim, the U.S. Assistant Special Envoy to Monitor and Combat Anti-Semitism for the U.S. Department of State. She probably works with the Ministry of Strategic Affairs, too, the Israel group that got exposed in the Al Jazeera lobby documentary. With all the undercover footage and irrefutable facts that they just call anti-Semitism. Ban it. It's anti-Semitism. So she's working the same week that which is a week and a half before the election, they come out with this Borat, Sacha Baron Cohen movie. He's been working with the ADL, trying to censor the internet. They have an anti-Semitism conference that titled Ancient Hate, the Modern Median, with Elon Carr, Pompeo, Netanyahu. Like, this is the full information war shutdown that we're seeing. The purges on YouTube, the suppression of BitChute and competitors. Anyway, all the same week. She got Algemeiner, it's one of the top Zionist websites, top 100 people positively influencing Jewish life. Our goal is to keep anti-Semites accountable and create consequences. Oh, you want to criticize us? You're against Zionism? Well, we've got consequences for you, Goy. You're not allowed to have free speech. You're not allowed to be on YouTube. You're not allowed to have a website. This is sick. These are the real tyrants. They want to act like I'm the dangerous one. Their website, the headline was a ticking time bomb. If this woman really thinks I'm a ticking time bomb, does she think that trying to get me banned off the internet is going to stop anti-Semitism? So they want, like the ambassador for Israel at the UN, they want punishment. They want it to be criminalized. And it already is in many places. And Trump is given his seal of approval of all this. This is Trump's people that are behind the censorship of all the anti-Israel stuff. They're the ones passing the BDS laws and you got to love Israel more propaganda and all of this. We're going to see another 4 years of Trump. We're going to see the Zionist agenda intensify and escalate. And all the coverage the last 3 years I've been exposing this on my channel, 6 years total on the channel, but 3 years where I got deep into the Zionism stuff, all of that down the memory hole. So when everything I say gets proven right, it's all gone. Create consequences for their hatred and racist actions. What about Israeli Jewish hatred for Gentiles and hatred for the Palestinians? Hatred for Christianity? Like this game about hate. You're anti-us, you're hate, you're evil. You don't get a voice. They're anti-us. They hate us. She hates my speech. She hates my ability. They want the Talmud says the death penalty for those who study and spread the message about their beliefs and their agenda. They're just doing their job. This is what they always done. This is nothing new. They're the tyrants that have to suppress the truth. This is what they always try to say. for their hatred and racist actions by substantiating the fact that they are the enemies of the American people. Yeah, so you oppose this relationship with Zionism and the Christian Zionists in Israel, Netanyahu and Trump. You oppose anything Judaism, and you're anti-American. This is what they try to push. Yeah, going after people's free speech is anti-American. I'm trying to expose the Zionist hijacking of our country, Zog, Zionist-occupied government, the lobbies, the influence. And she wants to say that that makes me an American. No, dear, you are the enemy of the American people. Get that straight. American values and morals. This girl came from the Soviet Union, and now she wants to censor any. I mean, that's what they did. They made anti-Semitism illegal after the Bolshevik Revolution. She wants to come from the Soviet Union and bring communism-type censorship here on me, and then lecture me about American values and morals. This is what they do. They cry out in pain as they strike you. They pretend that they have the ethical monotheism and they're the moral ones and they're going to be the light unto the nations, the example for the Gentiles, to heal the Gentiles, the evil idol-worshiping heathen Gentiles. That's the mindset that they have. The white knight, the light unto the nations. So this is the people that are up against me. David and Goliath. I could use you guys' support more than ever. I see a lot of Trump shilling people out there that are making a ton of money. Apparently it's fun to support the most Zionist president ever who hasn't done anything for censorship. Here's another. She gets Newsweek articles. The social media bigotry pandemic boils over to TikTok. Going after TikTok. This is her in an interview with Sarah Carter, who I've heard the name, but I'm not familiar with her, but she's got 30,000 subs. They get 1,000 views. No wonder they got to ban me. I got 16 million views. Before they were suppressing me, I was averaging like 30 to 50,000 views a video, and occasionally getting like hundreds of thousands before ADL had to change the algorithm and suppress independent media and rig it for the authoritative sources. So in this video, she's complaining about communism as she's calling out to censor everybody else. It's pathetic. And the same week, the day after I get banned, they host the Taking Aim at Online Anti-Semitism with the anti-Semitism star Elon Carr. I go through the first 30 minutes in my last video. Yeah, it's the Chi-Coms, right, guys? Alex Jones is saying, ADL's anti-Israel, and they want us to hate Israel, and it's the Chi-Coms you got to worry about. Yeah, you don't see any of the free speech warriors ever standing up to these ADL and anti-Semitism groups like this. So the day after I get banned from YouTube and attacked, they're rolling out this Taking Aim at Online Anti-Semitism. Ancient hatred, modern medium. And this includes the anti-Semitism definition that I've always talked about. I think more than anybody in the world, I've talked about this anti-Semitism definition and the Noahide laws and this stuff. And then now they're just rolling it all out right on me. Spreading the ancient hatred. They've just been hated all over for no reason whatsoever. It's everybody else's fault. You see, it's a vicious circle, actually, for them. Yahweh punishes them if they don't follow the commandments. And they believe that anytime they're persecuted, the Gentiles, Esau persecutes Jacob, they think, they don't have any self-realization and introspection and think, was it something we did? Is it our different traditions and our how we separate and how we, lotta. No. It's not that. It's we weren't following the commandments enough. We need to go back to the Torah. And then it just keeps happening over and over and over again, like a vicious circle. Anybody that opposes them is Amalek, will be ruthlessly destroyed. I played the videos of the rabbi saying they will kill your children, is what they say. Pompeo said to set said set to declare human rights groups anti-Semitic over Israel's stance. Just on the national stage, the good Noahide, ultra-Zionist, rapture-ready Pompeo, Shabbos Goy Pompeo, just like Nikki Haley. Oh, the UN's anti-Semitic, and this civil rights organization is anti-Semitic, and this human rights organization is anti-Semitic. It's like they think they can do no wrong. They've got the chosen people privilege shield where nobody can criticize them. You just do whatever they say, follow whatever they want to do, keep your mouth shut, or you are the most evil person on the planet. You are an anti-Semite. Don't want to be a slave? You're an anti-Semite. Oppose the racial supremacy of the Torah and the Talmud and their Jacob and Esau beliefs? You're evil. Here's the Jew function, Rabbi Laitman, Kabbalah Rabbi Laitman. Every day, like 10 times a day, he's just posting about, anti-Semitism. It's like a fetish. It's like their religion is persecution and then triumph over their persecutors. Sick. He says gravity is a law of nature. Electromagnetism is a law of nature. Anti-Semitism is a law of nature. And this is what they believe. Excuse me. They believe that Gentiles and Esau and Amalek are born hating them with this reincarnation. Every generation will try to exterminate them mindset. So if they believe it's a law of nature and it's intrinsic in Gentiles, and they say it's a virus and it's a mind infection, what are they going to do to get rid of it? Seems like they think that they can't reason with us. They don't even try to. They never have an honest conversation or an honest debate about this. So in order to get rid of anti-Semitism, they're going to have to get rid of the people that are born anti-Semitic. This is what the darkness and the light and Kabbalah is all about. This is what the world to come is about. The destruction of Amalek. This is serious. This is like life and death. This is the future of humanity. You want to live in a worldwide Zionist New World Order? Theocracy, technocracy? Or do you want to get these Jewish supremacists out of power? Despite all the censorship and all the bannings, the alternative BitChute, where this will be posted, is growing more than ever. All-time highs, which is unsurprising. They purged like all the big QAnon channels, which I saw are suing now, which I'm just so suspicious about anything QAnon. We're going to end the video with a QAnon video, by the way. A very well done spoof of it. Groyper made a couple of his artistic endeavors, saying the ADL is cancel the ADL. So this is 5 gentlemen. PayPal, I think Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube are all about to really fuck over America. And this is known that the social media companies, Google and YouTube, they're the most powerful companies in the world. $1 billion Apple, Android, Google, billion or $1 trillion companies. And they're working with ADL to shut down any criticism of the chosen ones. Like this is real dystopian end times, crazy level, mark of the beast, like blasphemy laws. Here's another one from Groyper. I like this one. The Rebbe doesn't like No More News, but he does like Ben Shapiro. I was watching Ben Shapiro had an interview with Jared Kushner. I watched like the first few minutes of it. Here's another one. F YouTube from Groyper. Susan from YouTube. I guess I'm giving her the hand and saying DLive and BitChute is where it's at. So please, guys, if you're watching now on DLive, I get it, you're here. Share the link and also BitChute. I'm going to keep putting out videos. I got some good interviews coming up this week. On Wednesday, it'll be on DLive. I'm having Laurent on. Our God is your God too, but he has chosen us. He wrote this. Essays on Jewish Power. He also wrote Yahweh to Zion. I read both of those recently. He's going to be on for an interesting discussion. I'm going to have Plaid Army on next week. We're going to be covering the election. And there's so much to cover. I'm backed up on content and clips and video ideas, so just subscribe to BitChute. Sacha Baron Cohen wants to censor everybody else up, but he gets censored in the dragnet and he wants to complain. He says, so this is Borat. Facebook, I criticize you for not blocking false info about COVID. Now your AI is blocking my article because the photo has false info about COVID. Instead of just AI, use the money you've made during COVID to hire more humans to moderate and fact check. More censorship, more censorship. He doesn't like it when it happens to him. Syrian Girl says, Sacha Baron Cohen is a spokesman for the ADL. He literally is. He gave a huge speech for him I covered this year. Which got censored by YouTube, by the way. Which polices the portrayal of Jewish people. Yeah, if there was anybody to do the stunts that he does, like if I were to dress up like a rabbi and go walk into a synagogue and secretly record people saying stuff like, oh yeah, the dumb goys, we're going to rule over them like cattle and stuff. And like, what do you think the ADL would do? The double standard here is so pathetic. So pathetic they're able to get away with this. You don't think it's offensive portrayals of Arabs that he does with Ali G and The Dictator? In his movie, I watched his movie. It was just straight ADL propaganda. There was anti-QAnon, anti-Holocaust denial, attack on Facebook. It's just what he likes to do is he tries to do satire, anti-Semitism to try to make it look stupid and to disparage it, kind of like a straw man. But he's because of his Jewish privilege, he's able to get away with it. It would be outrage if it was the other way around. All right, and some other random news here. No, I didn't give money to him. It was streaming. Times of Israel. After Sudan deal, Trump predicts Saudis for others to forge Israel ties. So our Make America Great Again president is just busy over in the Middle East, making Israel great again, building their diplomatic position in the world. We're talking tech, we're talking trade, we're talking military. This is the Zionist New World Order being set up, and they're going to push it with the Noahide laws. Everything I've been talking about will be coming to fruition. Everybody wants to come join this peace deal, and then they want to have a big war out of it, and then from the ashes, their Moshiach and the temple in Israel will rise. Israel-Palestine news, which is if Americans knew. As COVID rages on, Congress dreams up more ways to give U.S. tax dollars to Israel. While they're censoring American citizens, exposing their agenda and their relationship and their takeover and their power, their hegemony, we're still giving them money. They brag that they're the geniuses in the startup nation and they don't need our help. Yet they're always lobbying for more. More. Our politicians are always busy giving Israel more. It's pathetic. And now they're passing laws that we can't talk about their control over any societal institution. Can't talk about control over, this is the anti-Semitism definition. Can't talk about the control over Hollywood, finance, Wall Street, politics, media. That's all considered anti-Semitism. You can't call them racist. The people that call everybody else racist, that are actually the most racist creed in the world, in the history, it's also inverted and backwards. It's just disgusting and despicable. Congress members perhaps eager for campaign donations from wealthy pro-Israel donors continue finding creative new legislation to slip Israel even more U.S. tax money on top of the $10 million per day it already receives. You know, we could use that money in America. There's a lot of American citizens in infrastructure that can use that money. And this is the relationship we're not allowed to criticize. It's anti-American to expose the parasitical relationship of Israel. Now, speaking of a little nepotism, an in-group tribal nepotism. Jerusalem Post. Eric Garcetti, the Jewish mayor of Los Angeles, said he had known Douglas Emhoff, an entertainment lawyer based in L.A., longer than he had known California Senator Kamala Harris. Douglas Emhoff is the Jewish husband of Kamala Harris. And now he's using his Jewish connections, his powerful Jewish connections, the mayor of L.A., as his secret weapon on the campaign trail. He's our secret weapon. Don't talk about nepotism. Don't talk about their power. This is what I do, too. I read from the Zohar, from the Talmud, and show you what they believe. I play clips of rabbis. I show Jerusalem Post. I show Chabad.org, and that's all it takes to get banned. I never call for violence, not even close. Don't curse. I don't say hateful things. I'm exposed I'm attacked and deplatformed for exposing their supremacist, hateful agenda. Haaretz, Black Cube CEO suspected of running crime organization, revealed the Romanian interrogation. The head of Israeli private intelligence, Black Cube, was questioned in 2006 over operation in leaked transcripts, shadowy world of political espionage. Just like Kroll and Associates, these private intelligence groups, as well as Mossad, they are just active everywhere. The Black Cube, I wouldn't be surprised if Black Cube is funding bots and trolls or creators online to attack me. How could I not be suspicious that that's going on? You know that they're trying to attack me every 7 ways from Sunday. There's Black Cube, Kroll and Associates, so many organizations, so many anti-Semitism groups. They don't share the values that we do of free speech. They want they want all of their opposition, anybody that wants to oppose them, shut down. Black Cube worked with Harvey Weinstein. They worked with Ehud Barak. I believe it's connected to Epstein as well. Jerusalem Post. The U.S. and Bahrain have signed a memorandum of understanding on fighting anti-Semitism together in the Middle East and beyond. Elon Carr, the anti-Semitism czar, there is no disputing their agenda to shut down, to make critics of anti-Semitism illegal. Doesn't get any more apparent. Every day, this anti-Semitism agenda, the shut it down agenda, this is Noahide laws, blasphemy laws. You can't criticize God, or you can't criticize God's chosen people. So they're working in Europe. There's an anti-Semitism with the definition, a bill that was signed by Trump in Europe, worldwide, to shut down. They're going to get all the social media, all the schools, all the states to all adopt this definition. And the guys that actually created this definition and academics at the universities are all opposed to this. They said this definition was never meant to be enforced by law and adopted by all these institutions. Academics reject government calls to adopt the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance definition of anti-Semitism. The government's demand for universities to adopt this code is denounced by, recalcitrance as a slide to McCarthyism. Now we got Ivanka Kushner, the president, Queen Esther, they call her, and I'm not allowed to talk about Queen. We know what happened to Queen Esther's enemies, right? This is her, just like 2016. She went and visited the Rebbe's grave in New York, the Chabad Lubavitch top rabbi. Just like in 2016, she went to have a blessing and do her prayer. She went and did it again right before the election this year. It's like the most important pre-election ritual she has, apparently. Yale Kushner, yes. Oops. Pre-election prayer at the Chabad Rebbe's grave, just like in 2016. The Chabad Rebbe, who said that Jews have different souls or have superior souls to non-Jews. Non-Jews, they believe, have satanic, impure, dark souls where theirs are holy. I know. Purim 2.0 coming soon. Exactly. That is very well put. That is what they're going to do. What was I saying? Queen Esther. Oh, I forgot. Sidetracked. Can't talk about the influence of Chabad over Netanyahu and Putin and Kushner and Trump. Times of Israel. Thank you, rabbis. Trump tweets after support letter from 13 Orthodox rabbis. Thank you, rabbis. Trump tweets. They say, oh, Trump, you're guiding us through this tribulations. I'm surprised they didn't call him Moshiach ben Yosef in the letter. Thank you, rabbis. It was an honor to work on this unprecedented letter starting in June. Thanks, Donald Trump. Signed 13 rabbis. Steve Pieczenik, Alex Jones's buddy, top Zionist propagandist and disinfo agent and Trump shill. He says, #Jews for Trump. We did it. The Jewish community came out in the thousands for the president. I never imagined my idea would turn out so huge. Down. So I guess this is a Jewish community. I'm not sure if these are all Orthodox or what. I'm not seeing any Israeli flags, so I doubt this is an Israel event. Oh, I think I saw some sideburns. All right. Donald Trump may be the most pro-Jewish president ever. This is Josh Hammer, who once tweeted that Europeans have Jew hatred in their DNA. That's what he's able to get away with and say. And now he's a columnist at the New York Post and works for Ben Shapiro. Most pro-Jewish president ever. Helping them escalate their Zionist agenda like never before. This is interesting. This isn't new, but I found this interesting from Henry Macau. Quote from this JTA, Jewish Telegraph Agency article, religion has role at Economic Forum. In fact, the founder and president of the World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, was having breakfast with Rabbi Arthur Schneier at his Park East Synagogue in New York when the two jets struck the World Trade Center, Schneier said. The influence that these rabbis and Chabad Lubavitch has, I think people really underestimate. Having just so happened on 9/11 to be having lunch or breakfast with the head of the World Economic Forum, this rabbi, who I believe is Chabad Lubavitch, if that's him, it sure looks like it. They are trying to appoint a Zionist extremist to head Yad Vashem, the Holocaust Museum in Israel. Opponents decry candidate Effie Etam, an ex-lawmaker and IDF commander known for harsh anti-Arab remarks, as a lightning rod for haters of Israel, anti-Semites, and supporters of BDS. So they're like, it's bad optics. Unsuited, that's all the leftist Zionist are. They just disagree a little bit on certain things, but it's all about serving Zion. Unsuited to sensitive post at Holocaust Authority. They want to put him in charge of Yad Vashem. And this guy has said some things like, we'll have to expel the overwhelming majority of West Bank Arabs from here and remove Israeli Arabs from political system. So I want to ask stopantisemitism.org, am I allowed to be against this rabbi? Or is this hate if I criticize this rabbi? Should I be censored? He called Arabs a cancer. I wonder if here, dark forces Oh, he called Palestinians dark forces. Oh, and they're the light into the nations. We will have to kill them all, they say. I don't mean all the Palestinians, but the ones with evil in their heads. Just like the other politician there said, kill the children because they're snakes and they're going to grow up and be terrorists. So this is the kind of stuff that I'm exposing on my channel, these Jewish supremacists. And they just can't allow it. Now we got the election coming up in a week and 1 day. Pat Robertson said there's going to be civil unrest. There's going to be a contended election. Could be huge crackdowns, more censorship. I think we're going to be, buckle your seatbelts. The next 4 years are going to be a really wild ride. The Time magazine has The Great Reset on the cover. There's the whole Build Back Better like mantra that we're seeing everywhere. Stuff is seriously going down right now. Quite disturbing. The Hunter Biden leaks are today. Just he's a meth addict, sex addict, pedophile, pervert. I mean, and if governments know about this, he's so compromised. Like, no matter the fact. Oh, and the Republicans knew about all this for a while. They were waiting until the last minute. But the Democrats putting in this horrible candidate, they're giving the election to Trump. This surprise, but the way they're trying to deny it is just too much. Watch this. I hope you can hear this.
Questions of controversy continues today about Hunter Biden, your son's.
There is no controversy about my son. It's all a lie. It's a flat lie.
Questions of controversy.
There's no controversy about his son. No controversy. It's all a lie. Like with the levels of censorship we're going into, they're going to be able to literally get away with stuff like this. The way they just ban anybody that's doesn't go along with whatever the groupthink is. All right, we're going to end with this QAnon video made by the Juice Media, who I've never heard of, but this is honest government ad about Q. And Trump totally knows what Q is. He lies when he says he doesn't. They all know what it is. They're laughing at all the stupid Q followers that are trusting the plan. But this is great.
Hello, I'm from the U.S. government. Does something feel wrong in the world, but you can't put your finger on it? Are you yearning to fight injustice and be part of something bigger? Do you do your own research? If so, you've been chosen to participate in our new PSYOP. QAnon. PSYOPs are usually carried out by our intelligence agencies in countries we've invaded or whose governments we've overthrown, in order to convince the local population that we're there to help them. QAnon is just like that, except the target isn't a foreign population. It's you. And the government we're planning to overthrow is... Follow the white rabbit. At the heart of this PSYOP is Q, a government insider who will give you advance warning about major events, like the arrest of Hillary and deep state leaders, which never happened, and the end of the Democratic Party in 2018, who actually went on to win the House that year. And if years of fake predictions start to get you down, don't worry. Trust the plan. The best part of this PSYOP is you'll believe you're in a PSYOP, except that's not the PSYOP you're actually in, but the PSYOP where we let you think you're in a PSYOP.
Psyopception. I love that part. All these people that think, these QAnon people that are still pushing it, they all got banned the other day with the ADL. It's all so bizarre. Who knows what's really going on? But they think that they're trust the plan. Really, trust the plan. Dark to light. It's Kabbalah. This is a Kabbalah psyop. Psyopception.
All we have to do is tell Il Duce to say tip top next to a white rabbit. Q-proof. Joining QAnon is easy because at its core there are some truths. Like the media really does lie to you. There really are powerful predators out there, and there really is a global pedophile ring that ritually abuses kids. But as you follow Q's droppings, you'll gradually LARP yourself deep into the rabbit's rectum, where you'll find others who yearn to fight injustice just like you. The 5G crew, the Plandemic crowd, the FEMA camps, and chemtrail folks too. All LARP together into a single LARP we can control. Where we LARP one, we LARP all.
Where we LARP one, we LARP all. Too funny. The Juice Media. How have I never heard of this? The way they keep everybody in echo chambers and they don't share popular stuff. What is Juice Media about? I like that name.
In exchange for all this entertainment and newfound sense of purpose, all we ask for in return is your help. No, you fucking idiots, not to arrest Hillary. You see, we have no intention of ceding power at this election. So if it looks like we're winning on election night, we'll declare victory, even though millions of votes are still being counted. And if we're losing, we'll declare the election rigged. Either way, that's your cue to get in the streets and prevent further mail-in ballots from being counted. Just like what happened in Florida when rioters shut down the recount of the 2000 election. Among those rioters was this fuckwit.
I love it. Roger Stone was involved with getting Bush in right before 9/11, and then now he's working with Alex Jones and Trump, and it came out, the declassified FBI emails, Jerome Corsi, Roger Stone, colluding with high-level officials in Israel to get Trump elected. And all we heard about was Russia collusion for 4 years, and the media never talks about the open buying of our politicians with AIPAC and Sheldon Adelson. They don't talk about, they didn't even cover Roger Stone. Roger Stone in Russia, we heard so many times. And yeah, the Chabad Lubavitcher and the Kosher Nostra Mafia expands beyond just Israel. It's Israel and Russia and Putin and Bibi. Roger Stone. It's calling for martial law. And then she gets Alex Jones here too. I love this. I love this girl. I don't know who she is. I've never seen her before, but she's awesome.
Same one who is now urging us to declare martial law should we lose the election. And among the lawyers who helped to stop the recount was the same one we're pushing hard to appoint to the Supreme Court right now. Coincidence? Follow the white fuckwit. All this should alarm patriots. Except Q has convinced patriots, even the guy who spent decades warning you about the police state and martial law, that martial law is now a good thing.
He really has. Trump or Alex Jones also said that Trump's coming out with the good vaccine before Bill Gates. Couldn't believe. He says the Rothschilds want to bring wealth back to the people. And our friends over there, Netanyahu and the Zionists, yeah, they're helping us fight the Chi-Coms. Meanwhile, they're all working with the Chi-Coms. Israel works closely with China, sells them our technology. Jones is such a Zionist propagandist, so shameful.
The only thing that can ruin our plan to repeat 2000 is if there's an overwhelming voter turnout against us, which is why we've been doing all we can to deregister millions of you, purge voter rolls, and close polling stations to make voting as hard as possible. What's that? When do we take down the deep state? Aw, honey. The guy who exposed the real deep state is being tortured by it right now. And where are you? Oh, that's right. Q told you to trust the plan and have a big circle jerk on Aiken. The Great Awakening. And that's the purpose of QAnon.
The Great Awakening. Great Awakening.
And that's the purpose of QAnon, to convince those who would normally be on the front line of fighting our shitfuckery to sit by and watch as we prosecute your truth tellers, purge your justice system, and rat fuck this election. QAnon. Nothing can stop what's coming, because you'll be sitting on your ass when it does. Authorized by the Department for Executing the Biggest Intelligence Drop in U.S. History.
Pretty cool. Pretty good. I wonder what the QAnon retards have to think about that. Anyway, guys, that is all I have for today. Tune in, check out, keep the eye out on Wednesday. So in 2 days, interview with Laurent Guyonat. I really enjoyed his books. We're going to be having an interesting talk about Jewish supremacy, Yahweh, and its effect on international Jewry, as well as some other topics. So I will see you guys again very soon. Give us a thumbs up on BitChute. Share BitChute. Twitter hates it when you share BitChute. And T-shirts. There's still a couple more T-shirts left. You guys want to pick up? $19.99 premium, made in America. That I'm under attack from these Zionist billionaires trying to silence me. So every little bit helps. If you guys want to support, there's the contact page, the donate page. They're trying to silence the truth tellers. They don't want anybody to be able to sustain themselves. They don't want you to be able to support the information and the content that you find valuable. It's just despicable. It's a tragedy. They want to make it impossible for anybody to oppose them. Anyway, that is all, guys. I will see you guys very soon. Thanks all for watching. Take care.